Hi, I'm Amanda, and thank you so much for taking the time to consider participating in my research on reasoning and critical thinking. At a time in the world where we are bombarded with misinformation and people seem more concerned than ever in being able to decipher all of the information that is around us all of the time. By participating in our research, we hope that your contributions might help us develop key insight into how people understand and evaluate information. This won't take much of your time at all. There will be a couple of steps like reading the participant information below, signing the consent form, and then just a couple of basic questions, mainly about your profession, your age, and your location, but no other personal information is going to be collected. And then it'll be right on to the research quiz. Now, there are only 8 questions in the research quiz, so it won't take a lot of your time. You'll see most of the questions just require you to select the box that sounds most true to you. There is an option to provide us with more information in subsequent questions. That's completely optional, but any information you could give us there would help us even more than you already are. So for each question that you'll be answering, there's a hypothetical scenario. You'll see the details of that scenario under the overall question in smaller writing. The question itself that you need to answer is the first line of the question, and then the statement that it relates to, which is what the person is saying, is directly after that. Now, all you need to do is read the scenario, then read the statement that someone's saying, and then answer the question about how believable or convincing or persuasive that statement, what the person says, is to you. Now, I highly recommend not thinking so much about what statements seem right or wrong or good or bad, and just really focus on how believable does that sound to me? How much would it convince me? Now, some of the scenarios might not align with your personal values. That's because we've chosen a range of statements that are meant to challenge us. And they're also all real kinds of statements. So they're kinds of statements that you would hear all the time. So don't worry too much about that context and would I actually do that or not. And just really focus on the statement that a person's saying to you and whether that sounds convincing, believable, or persuasive to you. As a thank you at the end of this, we'll be giving you personalized feedback. So your overall score will be calculated and your results analyzed to give you some personal tips on how you consider information and credibility. Thank you once again for your time and for participating in this study.